it's hot, humid as hell, and we want to basically party with the bats in the orchid cave. This is it's in the middle of the swamp. That's this palette, yeah.
Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to today's video, which is going to be a ranking of the eyeshadow palettes that I tried in the month of April. Yes, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 46 from the Netherlands, hence the accent. And if you want to hear about brands that no one else is talking about, if you love to hear about makeup, and if you are extra and slightly orcish like me, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe now, become part of my nestlings, because we are having a blast here on the internet. I don't think I have to explain the extra, right? Probably not really. Let me explain slightly orcish though. It means green. I am a light, delicate, warm olive, and the delicate means that I'm not extremely warm, but I'm on the warmer side of neutral. So neutral is too cool, warm is too warm, I'm smack in the middle. As I apparently like to be smack in the middle. I don't know. Yes, let me also explain this video though, because I actually recently uploaded a video ranking my newest eyeshadow palettes, which were 12. And you will see palettes that I ranked in that video, in today's video as well. And the reason for that is I am starting to go and rank per month. I actually saw Samantha March do this, and I think that the idea is brilliant, because there is sometimes so much time between one ranking video of eyeshadow palettes that I tried and another. Sometimes they can go very, very quickly together, and I was like, I kind of want to change that up a little bit. So this is a format that I'm going to try out right now as well. I will link Samantha March's channel down below for you to check out. Go check her out, because she's an amazing creator and an amazing human being as well. But yeah, I pulled all the palettes that I have tried in the month of April, and there is one that I used off camera, and then there is one that I tried in, was it my live? Yeah, so basically almost all the palettes have a video online already, and I'm just going to rank them. I have 8 palettes here. Well, actually the palette that I have on my eyes is that palette, the first palette for the month of May, which is the Sugar High palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. Let me show you the inside really quickly. That's the inside, and that will be in the ranking of the palettes that I tried in May, which will be next month. Yes? Yes? Okay, let's just start with the ranking. And number 8 is actually a palette that I have not used on camera. I did film with a look on, but I have not used the palette on camera, and it is from Colourpop. It's the Darth Vader palette. I do really like the way that this is looking. Hello, my darling.
I heard Darth Vader.
Yes, Darth Vader.
Show me the colors. I will judge if they're correct. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's called Stormproof. Okay. It doesn't really scream Darth Vader to me.
No, but that's okay. Palette. What the H is that?
Is it dog?
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's a very special dog apparently. Anyway, the Darth Vader palette. Now I know we can go on and on about the color story, that it is maybe not really reminiscent of Darth Vader, but I do really like the palette as a whole. I think that the color story does reflect the outside of the palette, and I liked the quality well enough. And that's why it's at the bottom, because of everything that I have here. Quality wise, I actually like this one the least. I did like the red shimmer. I thought the red shimmer was very pretty, and I did have fun with the palette, and the look that I did was very, very pretty, but I did feel that it kind of faded away a little bit, and I had fallout from the matte shadows during the day, and I'm not really used to that with Colourpop. So if you want kind of a grayscale palette from Colourpop, I would advise the Blow and Smoke palette. I think that that quality is better than this quality. This quality was okay. Out of everything that I have in this format, I like also this quality the least. It's maybe my least favorite palette quality wise from Colourpop right now. So yeah. That's it. If you have a different opinion, let me know, because I would love to know it. I still love the palette, but yeah, quality wise, it's, I don't know, not really up to par from what I am used to by Colourpop. But that's That's me personally. Let's go next to number 8. And number 8 is, it's almost a polarized palette, I think. And it's from Huda. It's the color block in orange. So I also have the other one, but I have not tried that one yet. So this one is a little bit higher than the Darth Vader palette. And honestly, it's just aesthetic. Well, also quality, because I liked this quality more than I liked the Colourpop one, which I actually should, because this is, well, at least twice as expensive, maybe almost 3 times as expensive. So yeah, but I love the color combination between orange and purple. It just makes me happy. And then also the inside, looking at it, it makes me very happy. The quality was very nice. I love this water activated liner. I think that that one is very, very good. And as I have said in the review part, I do want to make some changes. If I were able to, I would make some changes here. I would make sure that there's also an orange liner in there. The split pen in the middle needs to be a very light orange, so actually lighter than this, a little bit lighter than this, more towards this side, and then a darker orange instead of a purple, because we don't need both these purples because they're extremely close together when you swatch them. Also this shade, it's, yeah, the orange flecks you don't see. So the quality is very nice. The look that I did was very, very pretty. I just want to basically tweak the palette more, and that's why it's lower. That's why it's here. Yes, the next palette that I'm going to mention, and this is a palette that I have already ranked in the previous ranking, and I will link that one down below as well. This palette, the quality of this, I felt was very, very good. Now, I have heard from you that some of you don't really agree. Some of you feel that it was dusty. I did not have that experience. But that's also personal preference, right? And it is from Aether Beauty. It is their Desert Sunset palette. Now, the reason that it is here is, while I really did like the quality a lot, it really blew me away. I felt that the shadows, the matte shadows especially, were very, very pigmented and still very easy to work with. Color story wise, it's not the most exciting. And I have some very cool color stories here, so that's why it's here. I liked the quality a lot. But yeah, that was it. I like the quality. That, yeah, it's just that the color story is not really that interesting. Then I'm going to go to palette number, what is it? 6? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, wow. Palette number 5. Palette number 5 is a palette that, yeah, if you know what I have reviewed in the month, this will probably not be a surprise. It's the Roma from Essence. That video actually just went online. This is the color story, and I know some of you think that this is a very, very neutral color story. I don't agree. For me, neutrals are browns. Well, technically neutrals, personal neutrals should be olive because I'm an olive, but still neutrals for me are browns. Anything other than that is color. So you have some oranges here, you have some pinkier peachy tones, and then you have 2 greens. The shimmers, you have one kind of a brownie shimmer, and then you have some orangey shimmer. So I know that people will consider this a neutral palette. I personally don't, but it's also not extremely colorful, so I get it. For me, basically from everything I kind of have, this is maybe more of an everyday palette looking like this. And if I need to go to the grocery store, I will go like this because I could care less. But yeah, I also work from home, so maybe that's also it. This is me, and but this is also me, and I really, really liked the quality of this. Then the next one, which is going to be number 4, is the other palette from Essence. It's not really a surprise, I think, that what the top is going to be, but it's the Miami, and this color story, it's just a little bit more my vibe. While I love the color story of the Roma, when I want a little bit more, I don't know, almost kind of a chill, it is a sunny afternoon, or a sunny Sunday, but it's still a little bit chilly. It's not extremely summery warm. That's kind of the Roma. Don't ask, I don't know. It's just a feeling that I have. Never mind. But yeah, the Miami. And this was actually the first new palette that I tried from Essence, and it blew me away. I was not expecting Essence to do color this well. Yeah. If you want to see these in action, go watch the videos that I did, and I will link them down below. But this if you want to try a colorful palette and you want to try a colorful palette that doesn't break the bank but still have a good quality and a formula that's extremely beginner friendly, but also if you are more versed like me, because I'm doing this for a number of years, you will also still very much enjoy this palette. What you see, basically the true, I could get everything true to pan. The shadows layered, they blended. This is a formula that you kind of need to build up a little bit. So it's not instant pigment, which I actually really enjoy. And especially because this is a palette, especially where I live, it's a drugstore palette. It's very easily attainable for most people. And yeah, if you saw this but you're kind of scared about it, go watch my video, because honestly, I'm sure that you will have a lot of fun with this palette. And I think that they will pair actually beautifully together to spruce up some of the maybe more neutrally looks that you can do with aroma. Yeah, then the next palette, which is palette number 3. I was kind of going back and forth between the number 2 and the number 3, and they could kind of be on the same spot a little bit. But yeah, number 3, it's the Druid palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. This palette, this is her first palette. The quality of this, I don't know if it's currently in stock or if there's still pre-orders available, but definitely go check it out, because this, oh yeah, this, my palette fell, so this one I had to press back in a little bit, but there was no problem at all. I did 3 looks with this palette, and I just needed to do 3 looks with this palette. This is just so, I still want to do a look with just this one on the lid. Maybe I can show you a little bit of the shifts that the palette have. Let's see. Can we see that a little? I hope so. I think so, right? This quality, oh, so good. And yeah, again, if you go watch the video. If you love kind of a swampy, orcish, gothic-y,
it's hot, humid as hell, and we want to basically party with the bats in the orcish cave. This is it's in the middle of the swamp. That's this palette, yeah.
Very much. I cannot wait to see the next palettes when she and if she will release new ones. Then number 2 is here because it just, yeah, it's just here. I don't think that I need to explain, but I will. And it's the Tiny Marvels palette from Sydney Grace with Mel Thompson. Mel Thompson, I think most of you know her, but if you don't know her, I will leave the channel down below. Mel was such an amazing human, a talented makeup artist. Unfortunately, she passed away last year, and the community just misses, we just miss her. And I still watch her videos from time to time because her videos are still relevant, and she had just an amazing skill set. So I learned a lot from her as well. But this was the collaboration that she did in collaboration with Sydney Grace, which was one of her favorite indie brands. And this is actually designed by her own tattoo artist. And if you know me a little bit, you know that I love critters as well. I have a bumblebee tattooed on my chest. I love bees. My fangs or my claws are called bumblebee scoopers because I can fit a bumblebee on it when I want to move it. If they are kind of, you know, on the floor and they need to be moved, it's a thing. I have 2 tarantulas at home. So yeah, I love spiders as well. So this is, and butterflies. So this is also very much an aesthetic for me. Not tattoo style wise, because I prefer something else, but still the critters, yeah. So this front, it's just very, very cool. And then the inside, the color story, it's a little bit more on the, I feel it's kind of a grungy pastel palette. So while usual pastel palettes are, for me at least, have kind of a happy vibe, because they have that sweet, I don't know, happy Easter spring color story. This is also a pastel palette, but a little bit more on the, I don't know, grungier side, if that makes any sense at all. I'm so happy that I have this palette in my collection. I really want to play with it more. My plan was to do 5 looks with this palette, and I hope that I still am able to. I don't know when it will come though, but I just want to play more with the palette. So you will see a video coming hopefully soon, where I play more with this palette, just to, you know, play with the palette and give you some inspiration. My number one of this video, I don't think is a surprise. I don't think that anyone is surprised that this is my top palette of the month of April. You can get it. You all know me, right? It's this one, the Nomad Paradise Island palette. I did get this palette in PR, the rest I paid for. This palette was PR, but it's just, look at this. Oh, I did an eye swatch video, I did 6 looks, and I'm still not done playing. I love this palette so much. It makes me, it sits next to me so I can see it every time, and I can just, you know, pull in a shade here and there if I want to. The top row I used as blush and blush toppers as well. It was just, I had so much fun with this palette, honestly. Go watch the videos that I did, and I have gushed a lot about this palette. And if you know, you know. If you want this palette, it is permanent lineup. I have a discount code for you guys, and it will be in the description box. It's the only one that I have in the pile that I have for you guys today, but it is affiliated, and it will be listed in the description box, as will my other codes be. And I also have some affiliate links in the description box if you want to shop at Colourpop, Ulta, Sephora, and I have a few others. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do, thank you so very much, and it helps out my channel a little bit extra. And then that is it for today's video. Let me know if you like it like this, so that you basically hear me mention and rank the palettes that I tried in a month, instead of grouping them or waiting until I have at least 10. Let me know your thoughts down below. And this was it for today. I will leave my ranking playlist underneath the cards, or no, on the end screen. If you like this type of video, you can check out the rest that I have, you know. And then thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you extremely soon in my next one. Bye guys.